gonna test out the microphone from this range to see if I could sit here instead of with our fearless videographer team of the Kings in the corner. So we're getting ready to start with the Jaguars 12UA Peewee team versus the Lafayette Black team. We have some friends on this team, so I know one of them's watching from Minnesota despite being on the enemy yellow Lafayette locomotives. Shout out to Cody Schmeling up there in Minnesota. Hope you and the family are doing well. We'll cheer on your son to a small degree here today. Hope he doesn't score on our loving Jaguars, but other than that, we're good. All right, we're getting ready for puck drop. Perfect timing with the music, right?
Yeah, right? Somebody's done this for me.
Hopefully the microphone's picking me up from this far away. Am I on or am I down? On or down? Puck drop is one back to Lafayette. And I need to get closer. All right, sorry for the delay at the beginning here. Lafayette's controlling the puck, pass up to the point. Shot is tipped. Back in front, Declan St. John covers it up. Inadvertent whistle. Goal. Puck momentarily. And then before the goal, so the goal is waved off. No goal. Luck to here in the early going. Pressure on right from the beginning, and they're going to do wholesale. Looks like right now that the Jags have Hayden. Lafayette puts it deep in behind the net. Davenport racing for it along with a Lafayette locomotive. Scramble for it on the half boards there. Help there from Hayden and Grayson Martin. Puck squirts out, thrown. Declan steers it to the corner. Fought off there, pass to the front. There as it was rolled off the stick, goes back to the point. From the point goes into the net. And that was Dimitri Schmeling, former Jaguar, scoring early on his former team. Skolnick, Jeffers, and King out there for the Jags. Perkins and Melby on the defensive end. Note that we are Alex Tam and Colt Williams are both out sick. Tip is going to prevent that one from going for an icing call. Skolnick putting pressure on. Battle for it behind the net. Lafayette's going to come out with it. Outlet pass misses everybody. Should be an icing call if it's not on net. So we'll go back down to the Lafayette end. Skolnick on the draw with Cohen King to his right and Jeffers to his left. Scramble for it, gets pushed behind the net. Reversed by Lafayette. Lafayette passes it up the boards on the breakout. Goes past Jeffers. Perkins back on the defensive side. He gathers possession. Sends it up the boards. Jeffers has it on the half ball. Skolnick picks it up, looking to break it out of the zone. Gets it up, but isn't able to get it across. Bad pass there. Cohen King intercepts. Didn't get all that he wanted on the shot, but just turned away by the goalie. Sent back in front by Jeffers, deflects off. Emma Ward charging hard, but couldn't get there. Coming off the bench on a change. Comes back the other way and sent deep by Lafayette. Emma Ward back to get it. She sends it around to Davenport. Davenport's going to pass it up the boards. Gets it to Venman. Venman fighting to get it out of the zone. Isn't able to clear it. Lafayette is tipped behind the net by Davenport. Pass out front. Misses everybody. Dimitri Schmeling shoots it again. Good block by Blake Yates to eat that one before the shot got through. Pass to the middle. Great save by Declan St. John. Skolnick trying to clear the puck. Gets it up to Colton Venman. Venman is knocked off of it momentarily, but picked up by Blake Yates on the half board. Sends it around the net. Here comes Hayden coming in off the bench. Outlet pass there, stripped by Blake. Shot goes wide of the net from Hayden. Colton Venman working hard after it. Perkins steps up and Hayden turns around, shot on goal. Saved by the goalie. So 1-0 in the early going here for Lafayette. The face-off will be to the goalie's right. We got Perkins and Melby on the defensive end. And it looks like Hayden is out there with Venman and Blake Yates. Hayden Rousseau with the face-off. Picked up by Lafayette. Lafayette brings to center ice. Picked up by Lafayette. Battle for it. Lafayette is able to pick it up. Breaks into the zone. Good back check there by Venman. Venman is able to help fight it off from Declan. Declan steers it to the corner. Battle for it in the corner there. Perkins sends it up the boards. Shot goes through the paint. Nothing there. Pass, breakout pass from Yates. Gets intercepted momentarily, but Hayden Rousseau gets it. He's cutting to the net. Backhand shot. It's turned away by the goalie. Good play there by Hayden. Venman gets it around the half boards. Looks to throw it on net, but it's tipped and goes past. Breakout pass there. Davenport's got to use his body to fight him off. And Ethan isn't able to get back in time, and the wing for Lafayette is able to punch it over Declan's head and into the net. 2-0 in the early going. 9:36 left. Skolnick out there with Luca Bates and Grayson Martin. Ward and Davenport still on the defensive end. One back to Emma. Emma sends it forward. Luca's after it in the offensive zone. Picked up there by Lafayette. Pressure there by Luca, who Lafayette reverses it. Outlet pass there. Tips through, jumps to the center ice. Ward sends it D to D, but it's lost there at center ice. Lafayette regroups and sends it deep. Skolnick has it behind the net. Passes it up the boards. Luca can't quite clear it. It does get it past. Goes all the way through the Lafayette defenseman. Picked up behind the net by Lafayette. Skolnick putting pressure on. Goes. We can't get it a shot on net. Jeffers. The zone, good pinch by the defense. Puck does not clear, but Skolnick picks up the errant pass. Stolen from him. Gage Perkins trying to close. Shot goes over the net. Perkins has it in the corner. Passes it up to his teammate. Stolen there by Lafayette momentarily, but it chipped through and around. Back to Lafayette. Outlet pass from Lafayette. Back the other way during a line change. Shot from deep, blocker saved into the corner. Nobody wants it for Highland, it appears, and Lafayette's going to get there first. Battle for it behind the net. Can't see who that is. That looks like maybe Grayson Martin or Rousseau battling there. Davenport fighting off a hard charging locomotive. Still behind the net. Perkins lost a stick. Rousseau goes to pick up from there. Riley Jeffers tries to clear it, gets it through the first wave, held in on the blue line by Lafayette, stacking the wall, preventing that breakout.
Good job, Kate.
Lafayette has it behind the net, still being fought by Rousseau. Couple bodies in the corner battling for the puck. We're going to get a call on, I don't know who that call was on. Looks like Gage Perkins is going to go to the box for an elbow there in the corner. So the Jags are going to go on the penalty kill. Looks like the first group on the kill is going to be Ward and Melby on defense, Yates and Venman on offense. Minute 30 put on the board for Gage Perkins for elbowing. 7:11 left in the first, 2-0 Lafayette. All right, so icing call on the Jags is going to go all the way back down. Jeffers and Rousseau out there with Perkins, and so Jeffers Rousseau and King out there, along with Melby and Perkins on the defensive side. So in the early going, Lafayette's been putting a ton of pressure on, forcing some turnovers and getting some easy open shots. Hayden Rousseau on the draw. It's one back to Lafayette, who is able to hold it into the zone. Melby picks it up, backhands it to the neutral zone. Lafayette looks to regroup and bring it right back in. Picked up there by Gage Perkins. Perkins has it, sends a good outlet pass to Rousseau. Rousseau up to Cohen King. Cohen can't get it through the defenseman. Turned over there at the blue line, back the other way for Lafayette. Looks like it comes through there all the way. Gage Perkins with a good poke check. Forces it to the corner. Sent up the boards there, kept in by Lafayette. Puck squirts to the goalie and Declan St. John covers it up for a freeze. We'll get a change here. It looks like the Skolnick, Yates, and Martin offensive lines coming out with Davenport and Emma Ward on the defensive side. Face off for Skolnick to Declan's right. Picked up right there by Lafayette. Good hard shot, kicked to the corner by Declan. Puck is sent up and out of the zone. Venman on it hard, along with Blake Yates. Turned around there, good intercept by Skolnick. Skolnick gets it there, pass from Davenport up to Colton Venman. Venman loses it off his stick, and it's sent back the other way. Numbers going the other way, 3-on-2. Davenport tries to turn it out. Gets it out of danger to the corner, passes it up the boards to Blake Yates. Backhand flip is held in by Lafayette. Ward breaks up a pass there, and Skolnick's gonna rocket it down the ice, which will be an icing call. Face-off picked up by Lafayette. Backhanded shot is blocked in front. Another shot there is, can't tell exactly what's happening, but Declan's scrambling for the puck and is able to cover it up. 3:32 left in the first, 3-0 Lafayette in the early going. Seems like that clock is moving pretty slow. Lafayette has a shot on goal off the face-off. There's a full-on body check there that's going to get called by the ref. And looks like the Jags are going to go on their first power play of the game. Coming down a little closer to the camera so I can see who's on the ice. Looks like Luca Bates is out there with Grayson Martin and Hayden Rousseau. Perkins and Melby on the blue line on defense. So Lafayette's going to be down a man. Rousseau on the draw. Put to the sideboards. Martin loses an edge. Breakout coming on the short-handed Lafayette. Perkins steers it away. Luca Bates is able to get it. Can't clear it out of the zone. Held in there and sent deep to the near corner. Perkins is going to get there first, looking for an outlet pass. Gets it to Grayson Martin, who slips off of his stick and is turned back over to Lafayette. Gage intercepts a pass there, sends it down, and it's going to be an icing call. So with 57 seconds left in the power play, most of it's still been in the defensive end for the Jaguars. Got a line change, so King is out there with Skolnick and Jeffers, Davenport and Ward on defense. Wins it back. Emma Ward loses the race to the puck, turned over behind the net. Wraparound broken up by Davenport and team. Skolnick picks up the puck. Outlet pass there, hits Jeffers in the skate. Jeffers loses control of it, but Emma Ward steers it back up to Skolnick. He's going to bring it into the offensive zone. Left there behind for Jeffers. Jeffers' shot is deflected and broken up. Sent out of the zone. Emma Ward can't keep it in, and it's going to come back to the neutral zone. She turns and throws it up to Jeffers. Chips it to Skolnick. Poke checked away there. And sent deep behind the net. Cohen King putting pressure on there. Eight seconds left in the power play. Looks like Lafayette's going to be able to kill it off in the offensive zone. Pass comes up, is turned over there. Cohen King looking for how to get past the one defenseman. Jeffers is skating hard right into your living room. Looking to pass it to the middle, loses an edge and falls. Skolnick looking to pinch and keep it in the zone. Able to steal it there. Pass comes through to Jeffers. Hard shot on net. Sent back through and through the crease, but does not get on goal. Good save by the goalie, good pressure by the Jags. Melby gets it at the point, sends it back to Yates. Pass in front, and Skolnick picks up the great pass from Blake Yates and puts it in the net. So for those keeping score at home, that is a assist that should be an assist from Colton Melby to Blake Yates to Alex Skolnick on 2 passes in a row for a goal. Good puck work there. Momentum back for the Jags. Minute 19 left in the period. 3-1 Jaguars. Hayden Rousseau is able to put pressure, tips it through. He's got it in the corner. Holds up, tries to pass. It's caught up in Vincent Damana, former Jaguars' feet for Locomotives, and they send it deep. Looks like Gage Perkins is putting pressure on back. Should have been an icing call, but it was waved off. Can't see that far as to determine why. Held in there by Lafayette on the half boards. 50 seconds left in the period. Puck's able to squirt free. Colton Venman has it. He's coming up the side with some speed. Has an opportunity for a shot. Shot there, hits the goalie in the face. Turn back around. Hayden Rousseau gets it. Pass or shot goes around the net. Colton Venman trying to tuck it through. Behind the net as well. Colton Venman still trying to put pressure on. Breakout pass there to Brody Lessenhop, another Jaguar. Shot there in the corner, and we're going to get a stoppage in play because of I'm guessing a hooking call on Gage Perkins, who puts his hands up in amazement as to why he's called, but I think everybody had that one who was watching in the stands. Can't hold somebody's stick up above their head. That's a no-no. All right, so on the penalty kill, it's going to be Venman and Yates, Davenport and Ward. Yates is going to take the face-off. Let's see if they can finish those. 20 seconds left in the period. Pass comes through, backhanded shot on net. Declan turns it behind the net. Emma Ward gets it, trying to clear it out of the zone. Held in the zone there, pass to the center ice. Shot comes through, battle for the puck there. Squirts out of the zone with 6 seconds left. Lafayette goes D-to-D on the regroup. 2-1, and that'll end the period there. So Jags pick it up a little bit after a slow start, 3-1 after 1. So a minute left in the penalty kill as they start the second period. Emma Ward has it in the corner. Fights off two locomotives to keep it there. Tries to turn it back. Holding off and killing some time in the corner. Good defensive penalty kill there. Martin gets it but turns it over right away. Pass comes through. Davenport's going to fight for it. Pitchforked around the boards where Emma Ward's going to get to it. 30 seconds left in the penalty kill. 3 Jags on that side of the ice. Good job by Davenport to break up the pass and hold it to where Declan can cover the puck on a hard charging 2-on-1 there in the short corner. All right, so we're gonna get a change here for the Jags. 26 seconds left in the penalty kill. We got Rousseau and Melby are going to be on defense. Jeffers and King on offense, as Perkins, the fourth defenseman, is in the box. Shot comes high and wide of the net. Locomotives are going to get to it first in the corner. Tries to steer it away. Jeffers gets it, but the soft clearance doesn't get it out of the zone. Hayden Rousseau trying to chip it up and out. Cohen King does a flyby, can't clear the zone. The Locomotives with a hard pass to the middle, hard shot there, and a great save by Declan St. John. Brought from behind the net to the front. Jeffers with a good backhanded flip to get it out of the zone, killing the rest of the penalty. Jags are back to full speed, full strength. Here comes the Locomotives back on the regroup. Perkins, fresh legs coming out of the box. He's going to send it deep after picking up the puck. Puck is sent around the boards and all the way down. That should be an icing call, and it will be. So we're going to go all the way back down to the offensive end for the Jaguars. The far view from you in sitting at home. Venman and Yates out there with Davenport and Ward. Face-off won by the Jags, but the Locomotives get there first. Skolnick has it for a second, but isn't able to get there. We got a one-on-one here. Shot, low hard shot for the rebound, bounces through. Good save by Declan St. John. Puck is held in by the Locomotives. Loses an edge there. Turned over by Davenport. Low hard shot is steered away by Declan as well. Davenport puts Brody Lessenhop, another former Jaguar, who's in the yellow of the bad guys now, into the boards as they try to clear the zone. Venman's got it. A 2-on-1 with Blake Yates is coming into. He's going to have a hard shot. Glove saved by the goalie. Love to see a pass on one of those 2-on-1s here soon. Skolnick intercepts an outlet pass, but it's picked back off the other way. Melby back on defense with Emma Ward. Emma is able to help. They tag team that to clear the zone. Blake Yates putting pressure on, forces the regroup from Lafayette. Good outlet pass there, but good hard skating by Gage Perkins turns that opportunity away. Hayden Rousseau clears the zone, but it's brought right back in, sent around into your living room as Colton Melby gets to the puck first. Gets squeezed off of it from Lafayette. Sent deep and into the corner. Grayson Martin fighting for it, is able to get it out. Good outlet pass by Grayson to Luca Bates. Luca's breaking in, is ridden off the puck. Good centering pass there. Gage Perkins was charging hard, but it doesn't get all the way through. Uh-oh, breakout pass the other way. We got a one-on-one breakaway. And that's a hat trick for number 15 already. He's got 3 goals, 3 of their 4 goals, as they have him staying high. We know the Mendoza O'Leary coached Locomotive system where they keep those wings high for those breakout passes. Nick is out there with Jeffers and King. Davenport Ward are the pairing on the defensive side. Intercepted there by Jeffers. Skolnick tries to pick it up, but the puck was waffling there. Sent deep by Skolnick. Cohen King's going to get there first into the corner. Fans on a pass and is turned over, breaking out the other way for Lafayette. Long breakout pass, one-on-one with Emma Ward. Shot between her legs is an easy hold for Declan St. John. That's a good defensive play by Emma, getting wide and making sure that there was nowhere to go. Same group for the Jags. Skolnick loses the face-off. Lafayette gets it, tries to throw it forward on net. Turnaround there. Shot rolls off the Lafayette stick. Cohen King's going to get there. Can't clear the zone as they're holding the wall tight. Davenport gets it up and around the defenseman. King tries to get it up and through. Isn't able to clear it. Sent to the corner. Sent behind the net. Emma Ward back after it. Broken up near side, Skolnick picks it and kicks it to the corner. Picked up there, sent out of the zone, but Lafayette looking to regroup right away. Steps around, Cohen King trying to put pressure on. Going wide with it. Gets around all the Jags, passes it up to the point, but good staying high by Riley Jeffers is able to steal that, get it out of the zone. Skolnick picks it up. We got a 2-on-1 here. Skolnick's going to shoot. Hits the goalie in the chest, who kicks it to the side. Cohen King gets there first. Sends it deep to behind the net. Good play by Cohen. Skolnick gets it, tries to throw it out front, but nobody's there. Good intercept by the Lafayette D. Sent up, but not cleared as Perkins is able to intercept. Skolnick catches it on the backhand, throws it towards the net. Steered away by the defense for the Locomotives. Melby gets it on the regroup at center ice. Good outlet pass to Riley Jeffers. Jeffers is going to throw a shot that's steered to the corner by the goaltender. Blake Yates fighting for it in the corner. Nobody helping him. Set up and out. It's going to go all the way down. Perkins is going to beat the Lafayette player there. Good reversal by Perkins, and a pass there to Blake Yates. Rolls off his stick. Picked up there by Venman, who's got some speed. He and Blake are bringing it down the ice. Shot on goal from Venman. Turned aside by the goalie. Lafayette picks up the puck and sends it up, and it's coming out of the zone to center ice. Emma Ward waves at the puck, misses it, but Melby steps up and is able to clear the danger. Held in the zone by Lafayette. Sent deep around the back. Lafayette has it, centering pass there. Backhand turning shot attempt is no good. Good outlet pass by Blake Yates there. Colton Venman's got some speed coming through. He's steered wide. Turns it over there to Lafayette. Good pressure. Emma Ward picks it up, keeps it in the zone. Sent deep there. Rousseau tries to pass it to the middle. Melby steps into a shot. Tipped on net. Good save by the goaltender there. Rebound opportunity wasn't able to be capitalized on. Good reset there. Luca Bates coming wide with the puck. Circles the net. Good poke check there by Lafayette. Pass there is intercepted. Breaking out the other way for Lafayette. Davenport trying to force him wide. That's a penalty in pretty much every instance of hockey. That'll be on number 20 for a trip. Was reaching for that puck instead of moving his feet, but that might just be his dad talking. Penalty kill for the Jags. They've been spending a lot of time with disadvantage as far as players are concerned. Blake Yates jumps the face-off, but it actually goes behind him. Lafayette retains it for possession. Shot there is blocked. Skolnick is coming around. Skolnick playing some defense. Or we got a 3-wing 1D penalty kill. Interesting there. Shot, it goes high and wide of the goal. Blake Yates in the corner. Skolnick is able to take the puck. Pass to clear, is not able to get all the way out. Held in there by Lafayette. Pass to the middle. Declan steers it to the corner. Perkins loses the foot race. Skolnick gets it again. Let's see if he can clear it this time. Sends it up and out. Gets past one. Does it check up or is it going to go for an ice? It's waved off, thankfully. Sent in front by Luca Bates, but the goalie is able to hold on to it. Some pressure there with Matt. Oh, I keep calling him Matt. That's his dad. That would be Blake Yates. Blake Yates, Luca Bates. I'll get that one of these days. .39 seconds left on the penalty to Davenport. 5:42 left in the second. 4-1 Lafayette. Face-off is won and sent out by Lafayette. Lessenhop, former Jags, snows his former goalie. That should be a penalty on a Jags defenseman for knocking him off the puck. All right, we were saying hi to some former friends. They're enemies now, but we love them. I'm just kidding. Cody, that was your wife. I hope you're doing well in Minnesota. I know you're listening to the game. All right, so 4-1, 4:42 left. Jags kill off Davenport's penalty and are back to full strength, except that they still only have 4. Oh, now we got our 5th out on the ice. Lafayette breaks sends it to the middle. Attempt to clear it. Declan covers the puck. And Vincent DeMona and Ethan Davenport, former teammates, get into a little scuffle behind the net. Rousseau on the faceoff, 1 to Davenport. Davenport backhands it up. Jeffers is going to get knocked off the puck. Picked up there by Lafayette. Vincent DeMona looking for a shot. Fought off there. Gage Perkins gets it. Sent behind the net. Davenport's going to get there first. Sends it up the boards. Rousseau intercepts it. Tips it past the D, and they're breaking out the other way. Hayden goes wide with the puck. Passes it, or actually sends a shot behind the net. Outlet pass there is broken out for it. Looks like DeMona gets squeezed off the puck by Riley Jeffers. Here comes the other way. Cullen King picks it up. He's going 1-on-2. Throws a hard shot. Glove saved by Lafayette. The ref is telling Lafayette to play the puck, so he drops it and plays it. Puck squirts out. Perkins gets it. He steers it around one. Sends it into the zone. Not sure what the whistle's for, maybe an offsides there. Skolnick and Luca Bates combined on the face-off, but it's steered back. Emma Ward's going to get there first. Pressure put on by that pesky number 15 for the Locomotives, who's already got 3 goals in the game. Brought into the zone, Grayson Martin with a good defensive back check there to help out. Puck sent to the middle, picked up by Skolnick. He's going to bring it around the net. Backhands it up. It is cleared out of the zone. Regrouped there by Lafayette. Skolnick picks up the loose puck at center ice. Goes around one, can't get around that the last defender. Broken back the other way by Lafayette. Emma Ward caught a little flat-footed, but is able to make up for it. Good back pressure there by Emma, and good skating. Martin grabs the puck and throws it all the way down. We're going to get an icing call, and we'll regroup. All right, so Lafayette, the face-off Rousseau just to Declan's right. Perkins and Davenport out there with the Rousseau, Venman, and Yates offensive group. Lafayette with the puck behind the net. Rousseau tries to knock him off. Centering pass there is steered away. Blake Yates picks it up. Breakout pass there to Colton Venman. Venman's got some speed coming through. Is knocked off the puck. Held into the zone there, right, and trying to get it deep but can't. Lafayette intercepts it. Stick check there coming through. One-on-one with Lafayette, and a pass across to a breaking in Lafayette locomotive. Isn't able to be picked up there. Shot there. I don't think anybody saw that shot coming. Looked like it was supposed to be a pass at first. Caught Declan off guard. He was cheating off that near post, and it squeezed right between him and his glove and the post into the net. So 5-1 Locomotives, 1:48 left in the second. Skolnick wins the face-off, carries it in, stripped off of him. Jeffers sends it deep, coming back the other way now after the turnover. And we're going to get a penalty called, an interference call on Lafayette. So, with 1:32 left in the second, the Jags will go on their second power play. Hopefully this one goes a little better than the first. Jeffers and King out there with Melby and Ward. Puck sent up and around. Melby kicks it to his stick, passes it across to Ward. Ward sends it deep but can't get it through. In Skolnick's feet, Cohen King picks it up, tries to throw it on net. Good deflection there by the defense. Thrown out front, but nobody's there. Puck is cleared. Emma Ward loses it off the end, and here comes a breakaway for Lafayette. Brody Lessenhop, former Jag, misses the net on the penalty kill there. Jags trying to pick the puck back up. Vincent DeMona's knocked off the stick for Locomotives, and here comes Riley Jeffers back the other way. Kept in by Skolnick, but picked back up on the turnover to Lafayette. Melby has it, looking for the regroup, sends it across, is kicked off, and Skolnick picks it up on the blue line. Puck kicked out front. Ooh, good poke check by the goalie to keep it away from Skolnick. Martin offensive group out there with Perkins and Davenport. Face off one back to the Locomotives. They go D to D, looking for an entry-level pass there. Good breakup by Grayson Martin, loses it in his skates. Picks it up there, brings it into the offensive zone. Good shot there, but it's gloved by the Locomotives goalie and holds on to it for a face-off. So we're going to get a face-off just to the goalie's left in the offensive zone here. Same group, Rousseau, Davenport, Perkins, Martin and Bates. Rousseau gets it centering pass there, broken up on the play, sent to the corner and around the boards. Perkins is able to hold and squeeze it in, holding it in on the wall. Looking for some help there from Martin. Luca Bates comes over and sends it deep. Outlet pass there. Perkins is back to pick up the pass that tries to go to the other Locomotive. Colton Venman trying to clear the zone, held in there right on the blue line. Still not cleared, but it squirts out. Here, Venman can't hang on to it, and it's sent deep. Davenport coming across. Fighting with a couple in the corner. Locomotives come out with the puck. Centering pass there, tipped away. Held into the zone and sent deep again. Back goes Davenport to retrieve. Got two Locomotives on him again. Pass there to Blake Yates. Blake coming out, centering pass there to Luca Bates. Luca isn't able to get it, but it comes to Colton Venman. Venman steps around one. Low, hard shot. Luca picks it up, tries to throw it out front. Good pinch there by Emma, keeps it in the zone. Good shot there by Venman. Loose puck, picked up there by the Locomotives, and they're back the other way. Poke check there by Melby as the Locomotives players trying to make some moves. Collision there between Luca Bates and Vincent Damana. Sent around the boards. Venman trying to get there first. Held in there by the Locomotives. Backhand flip behind the net. Ward gets there first, but is challenged, and it's one to the Locomotives. Shot there, Declan steers it away with his blocker. Melby trying to fight one off. There's Skolnick's there trying to help him as well. Blake Yates poke checks, but it's sent up to the point. Shot from the point is tipped down by Skolnick. That was dangerous. Could have been on his own goalie there. Pass intercepted from the other corner to Emma Ward. She sends it out front. It's going to clear the zone. Some of the Jags are looking to get a change. Or not anymore. Yes, no, maybe, yep, here they go. Emma gets the puck, isn't able to clear it. Or were they able to clear it? I'm not sure. I can't really see the blue lines. Maybe it looks like it just cleared, and then it was brought back in offsides. So Jags have Perkins and Davenport on the defense. It looks like Hayden, Rousseau, Cohen, and Riley Jeffers on offense. Face off one back to the Locomotives. Picked up there at the center ice, trips on his own feet. Picked up there by Rousseau, goes to the dangerous number 15. Knocked off the puck that goes behind the net. Perkins battling with 15 behind the net. Couple Jags back there. Puck squirts free. Pass intercepted by Cohen King. Carries it over the blue line. Looked like he was tripped there, and he's going to get a call for a tripping on Lafayette. Coach Mendoza has his hands up like maybe he doesn't agree with the call, but we're gonna take that one. So the Jags are gonna go on to the power play. As one back to Ward, she sends it deep, picked up there by a speedy Locomotive. Squeezed off, sends it deep, but Emma Ward's going to get there first. She looks to reverse it, but loses control of the puck. It's sent deep. Rousseau gets it, passes it up to Cohen King. He rolls off his stick. Stolen there. Rousseau has an opportunity for 2-on-1 with Riley Jeffers. Low hard shot, kicked behind the net. Jeffers has it. Nope, Jeffers was there, but he lost his stick. Cohen King gets it. Throws it back behind the net. Jeffers is going to get there first, looking for a pass. Passes it to the middle, between Hayden Rousseau's legs. That was a tough one to catch. Good look there by the Jags. Perkins steps up and is able to stop the breakout. Cohen King gets around one. Good pass there to Jeffers. Jeffers pokes it around the other. 29 seconds left of the power play. Riley Jeffers is forehand shivered in the corner, but the ref apparently didn't think that was a penalty. He was staring right at it. We're going back the other way. 15 seconds left in the power play. Perkins picks it up, passes it to the middle, sent up to Jeffers, who gets it around one, isn't able to get it around the other, and goes for a change after losing his stick. Low shot there is kicked to the corner by Declan St. John. Pass clears the zone. Blake Yates battling for it, keeps it out. Momentarily, it brought back in, but Davenport turns it away. Yates trying to get there first. Off the boards, comes out to Grayson Martin. Centering pass there, misses Luca Bates, but it's turned over. Blake Yates has it. He's going to shoot it low and hard, blockered away. Luca Bates trying to get there first. He turns it back to behind the net. Lafayette has some time looking for a pass. Outlet pass there. Melby intercepts it momentarily, but broken back the other way. Good defense by Davenport. It gets it with the skates before taking a tumble, and it's sent back into the offensive zone. Luca Bates putting pressure on. Turned back around. Jags were changing, so they're not able to hold the zone. Skolnick sends it up to Yates. Yates turns it into the zone. Tipped there. Skolnick has an opportunity for a break-in and makes a great move on the goalie. It gets the second goal of the game for Alex Skolnick, making it 5-2 with 8:04 left in the third period. Costly turnover there for the Locomotive. Skolnick with a good move and a really nice finishing move on the goalie. Perkins out there with Rousseau, Skolnick, and Venman on offense. Venman's going to give chase to it behind the net. Reverse that way by Lafayette. Rousseau gets there right with the Lafayette defender. Pass comes up. Emma Ward holds it in the zone, sends it deep. Isn't able to get through the line of defense there. Perkins keeps it away from the Locomotives, but they clear the zone. Sent deep by the Locomotives. Perkins is giving chase. Good battle, good body behind the net. Emma Ward's going to look to reverse it, but steers it back into a defender. Pass there to Perkins. Perkins tries to get it out of the zone, but doesn't get enough on it, and it's sent deep again by the Locomotives defenseman. Back up, passed back up to the point. They go D to D here. Here comes a hard shot. That hit Skolnick. Alex Skolnick blocks that shot. He's going to go to the bench. Perkins bringing it up the side, looking for an outlet pass. Tries to reverse it, but loses the puck. Colton Venman giving chase. Held in there by Cohen King, who tries to send it on goal, but it's deflected around. Colton trying to put pressure on. Sent out of the zone. Davenport's going to go back to retrieve. Goes D to D to Colton Melby. Melby can't catch the pass. Turns it back around. Davenport's going to send it up the boards to Cohen King. Bangs it off the boards. And here comes Blake Yates. Blake's got a one-on-one with the defenseman. Drags it around him. Gets it to the backhand. Good poke check by none other than Dimitri Schmeling, one of our friends from former Jaguars glory. Good play there by Dimitri to knock Blake Yates off the puck. Davenport tries to exit it. Hits his own guy. Turned back in there. But Melby's able to get the poke check and clear the zone. No, not quite. Sent back deep. Davenport retrieves it behind the net, sends it around. Cohen King looking to put pressure on. Sent deep by the defenseman, back to Davenport. Davenport passes it back to they're playing ping pong on the wall. Cohen can't clear it as the defenseman's pinching hard there. Defenseman steps around him, breaking to the net. Davenport breaks up the pass, gets it up to Cohen. Cohen brings it across the blue line. Pass comes across but is deflected. Venman gets to it in the corner, looking to get it through. He's going to go make a change. Hayden Rousseau trying to put some pressure on. Dimitri Smelling brings it from D all the way out of the zone for the Locomotives. They're going to regroup and pass there. Smart play by 90 to clear it. Emma Ward gets it, sends it deep. Rousseau trying to get to the defenseman, isn't able to get there. Send it all the way down, but Perkins will get there before an icing. He reverses it. Intercepted along the boards there. It's sent to the far corner. Lafayette skating hard, making everything tough on the Jaguars here. 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third, 5-2. In the far corner there, bounces between teams. Emma Ward's going to get to it behind the net. Lost behind the net, and there's a scrum of bodies there. I count 2 Jags, 2 Locomotives poking at it. Kicked out to the corner, the Locomotives get there first. Emma Ward does a good job of using her body, knocks off the Locomotive and brings it out. She clears the zone, gets it to up to the offense. Scramble there at center ice. Sent around again. Emma gets it, goes D to D to Gage Perkins. Perkins has some room here along the near side. He's going to go wide with the puck. Brings it around. Oh! Hits it off the goalie's mask and hits the far post. I know you got a good angle of that with Holly King's good work. And Hayden Rousseau destroys somebody on the blue line trying to hold the zone. Perkins with a good attempt trying to bank it off the goalie there, but goes all the way through and hits the far post. Jeffers trying to clear the zone. He gets it around one. Passes it up but misses Hayden Rousseau. Rousseau with the pass but trying to put pressure on. Coming back the other way comes the Locomotives. Davenport gets toe dragged. I don't know what happened as far as the play. I think Declan St. John made the save, and we're going to get a scrum behind the net. Hayden Rousseau is going to go to the box. Got ugly there behind the net, I think, for a couple whacks at the goalie. Offsetting roughing calls according to the ref. I can understand that. Jags trying to protect their MVP Declan St. John, and I'm sure the kid who got popped didn't like it too much. All right, 5-2, 3:17 left in the game. Jags, it should be 5-on-5 because of the matching minors, or is it? Refs are giving an explanation. Five on five there. The Jags are trying to clear the zone. Skolnick picks it up behind the net. He's going to send it around. Doesn't clear. Luca Bates gets to the puck there, sends it to the middle, but it's deflected. Blake Yates giving chase, sent deep by the Locomotives defense. Davenport gets it, tries to go D to D to Melby. Melby doesn't get much on that pass, and it's turned over to the Locomotives. Scrum for it in the corner. Pass comes to the middle. Declan's got that post sealed. Good job there by Declan St. John. Breakout coming the other way. Pass goes from Yates to Bates. I got it right that time. Centering pass there. Melby is able to hold it into the zone. He's going to send it through to Blake. It rolls off his stick, and the Locomotives look to regroup. Skolnick gets rubbed off the puck, and it's sent through. Going all the way back, Emma Ward's going to pick it up on defense. rattles around there. Yates picks it up, sends it deep, but it's picked up by the Locomotive defenseman. Melby gets it at the zone, passes it up to Luca Bates. Good outlet pass there. Luca's coming up the side, getting pressured, tries to steer it to the middle. Oh, good look there. Skolnick couldn't quite get there in time, and the goalie covers it up. Locomotives face off to the goalie's right. Jeffers takes the draw, sends it to the goalie. Goalie's going to steer it to the corner, send up the boards. Perkins holds it into the zone. Backhand pass. He is able to hold it out in the zone. Comes back the other way. Here comes Vincent Declan St. John comes out of the net for the poke check there. It looks like Perkins is shaken up on the play. Davenport chasing the puck. It's held in in the corner by the Locomotives. Pass there to the center. Sent through the net. Shot there is blocked by one of the 5 bodies for the Jaguars. Comes up to Colton Venman. Venman's going to go wide with it on the far boards. Tries to fight through the Locomotives, but they get it and regroup and send it out. It's going to come all the way down for an icing call. And so we'll get a face-off with 56 seconds left. 5-2 Locomotives. We are going to sign off from here and give you the last minute uninterrupted and without having to listen to me.